Dick Van Dyke is more than a name in entertainment. He is a living symbol of joy, resilience, and human connection. For over 70 years, he has done more than make audiences laugh. He has reminded them that even in challenging times, laughter can heal and light can be found. From television classics to unforgettable films like Mary Poppins and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, his energy is infectious, his charm undeniable. Yet beyond the applause and bright lights lies a story of perseverance and quiet strength. Van Dyke's career has always been rooted in more than performance. It is about connecting deeply with people. His smile invites warmth, and his laughter carries a kind of reassurance that goes beyond mere entertainment. Each role, each scene, each gesture reflects a lifelong commitment to bringing light into the lives of those watching. His story is one of endurance, creativity, and the unspoken understanding that joy can be shared, even across generations. Early life, shaping the spark born. In 1925 in Danville, Illinois, Dick Van Dyke entered a world still recovering from global conflicts and economic hardship. His childhood was far from easy. His father's work as a traveling salesman kept him away from home, and his mother juggled long hours as a stenographer to support the family. These circumstances instilled in young Dick a sense of responsibility and taught him early that life often requires resilience. Yet, even in the midst of challenges, he found solace in music and drama, discovering that performance could be both refuge and expression. The shy boy who watched the world from the edges of his home began to realize that humor could be a shield, and connection through performance could be transformative. In school, choir and theatrical exercises offered glimpses of the world he would one day inhabit, providing a stage on which he could explore emotion, empathy, and the joy of making others feel seen. These formative years planted the seeds for a career that would blend heart and laughter. The first steps: finding a voice. Van Dyke's early career was shaped by persistence rather than instant success. In the late 1940s, he began working as a radio DJ at WDN, speaking into a microphone and hoping someone, somewhere, was listening. Those quiet broadcasts taught him that performance was more than entertaining. It was a way to connect with others, to reach across isolation and loneliness. His first comedy partnership, as part of the mime duo Eric and Van the Merry Mutes, took him across the West Coast, performing in small nightclubs that few noticed. Even in obscurity, he honed his craft, learning timing, audience engagement, and the subtle artistry of connecting without words. During the Korean War, when military service as a pilot was not possible, he contributed by entertaining troops through special services. This early work reinforced his belief that humor and presence could lift spirits and offer relief, while simultaneously testing his own self-doubt. These experiences, both modest and challenging, shaped the empathetic performer who would one day captivate millions. A slow climb. Building a career. After the war, Van Dyke navigated a world of uncertain opportunities, moving from city to city, taking small gigs, and hosting local television programs. Each performance, improvised segment, and late-night rehearsal added depth to his understanding of craft, patience, and persistence. Success was not immediate, but the lessons were profound. By the late 1950s, he found his breakthrough on Broadway with Bye Bye Birdie, playing Albert Peterson and earning a Tony Award. This milestone was more than professional recognition. It validated decades of dedication, trial, and personal growth. For Van Dyke, it confirmed that perseverance was often invisible until opportunity met preparation. The award was a turning point, opening doors to national audiences and providing a platform to share his joy more broadly. This period of his life reflects the value of steady work, humility, and emotional investment, reminding us that even great achievements are built on years of quiet effort. often invisible to those who only see the spotlight. Television stardom, redefining comedy. The 1960s ushered in the Dick Van Dyke Show, a program that set new standards for television comedy. As Rob Petrie, Van Dyke combined humor with vulnerability, presenting a character who was relatable, kind, and unmistakably human. Paired with Mary Tyler Moore, he created a world in which laughter felt earned and warm, offering viewers not just entertainment, but a sense of connection. In a country experiencing social and cultural shifts, his comedy became a gentle reminder that joy and kindness could exist even amid complexity. The show's popularity reflected his ability to touch hearts while making audiences laugh, demonstrating that great humor carries empathy. Van Dyke's charm was rooted in authenticity, a quality that made him approachable and comforting to viewers. He offered more than jokes. He provided reassurance that human connection, empathy, and laughter could coexist, and that television could foster genuine warmth in an increasingly disconnected world. The magic of film, bringing joy to generations. Dick Van Dyke's influence in film extended far beyond television, reaching audiences worldwide and leaving a lasting imprint on popular culture. His portrayal of Bert, the cheerful chimney sweep in Mary Poppins, showcased not only his physical comedy, but also his unmatched energy and warmth. Children and adults alike were drawn to his effervescent charm, singing along and marveling at the playful stunts that seemed effortless, but required extraordinary skill and timing. Similarly, in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Van Dyke became a living embodiment of wonder, creativity, and family warmth, capturing hearts with both humor and a gentle sincerity. His performances were never solely about the plot. They were about the shared joy between actor and audience, creating moments that resonated across generations. Every jump, every tap dance, and every grin was crafted to bring delight. Through film, he established himself as a figure whose work transcended entertainment, becoming a bridge to shared emotion, laughter, and imagination for viewers of all ages. Expanding the art of performance. Van Dyke's approach to film demonstrated his belief that humor and heart were inseparable. Physical comedy, elaborate choreography, and carefully timed dialogue were all tools he used to connect with audiences, but they were secondary to the empathy he conveyed in each scene. Watching him, audiences didn't just laugh, they felt understood, welcomed, and inspired. In family films, where innocence and imagination are central, he elevated the medium, turning it into a vehicle for emotional resonance. His performances celebrated curiosity, kindness, and resilience, reinforcing values that children could internalize and adults could appreciate anew. By infusing each role with both technical brilliance and a human touch, he ensured that the films he starred in were not fleeting entertainment, but lasting cultural experiences. The joy he brought to film became a defining part of his identity, cementing him as a performer who could move hearts and spark wonder simultaneously. Challenges. Behind the curtain. Even as Van Dyke's public persona radiated joy, his life behind the scenes was more nuanced, marked by personal and professional challenges that demanded resilience. Transitioning from television to film brought both acclaim and scrutiny, requiring him to adapt to new forms of storytelling and audience expectation. He sought roles that would stretch him beyond the familiar, facing the tension between maintaining his signature charm and exploring deeper dimensions of performance. These challenges only strengthened his resolve, sharpening his empathy and deepening his understanding of the human condition. Off-screen, he was known for humility, generosity, and an unwavering respect for collaborators, earning admiration from colleagues and fans alike. Personal hardships, including grief and loss, were managed quietly, allowing him to maintain his warmth publicly. These experiences enriched his work, giving authenticity and depth to performances that might otherwise have relied solely on humor. Van Dyke's life exemplifies the transformative power of adversity, showing how challenges can be channeled into connection, understanding, and the joy of shared experience, building resilience through experience. The obstacles Van Dyke encountered shaped his philosophy both on and off the stage. He approached each challenge as an opportunity to learn, grow, and connect more meaningfully with the audience. His ability to retain joy and optimism in the face of difficulties was not innate. It was cultivated through decades of experience, reflection, and patience. Through this lens, setbacks became lessons in humility, empathy, and endurance, enriching the emotional palette from which he drew for every performance. Audiences may not have seen the quiet struggles behind the laughter, but they felt their resonance in his work. His life illustrates that resilience is not simply surviving hardship, but transforming it into wisdom, generosity, and artistry. Van Dyke turned adversity into opportunity, ensuring that even in difficult times, he could offer comfort and laughter to those watching, embodying a rare combination of perseverance, humanity, and enduring joy. Enduring love and partnership. Dick Van Dyke's personal life reflects the same thoughtfulness and dedication that defined his professional career. His relationship with Arlene Silver stands as a testament to love built on respect, companionship, and mutual joy. Their partnership is not marked by spectacle or public dramatics, but by quiet, consistent support and shared happiness, demonstrating that meaningful connection transcends age and circumstance. This stable foundation allowed Van Dyke to continue pursuing his creative passions while maintaining balance and fulfillment in life. Their love story exemplifies how sustaining personal relationships can provide resilience, inspiration, and grounding, complementing the demands of a life in the spotlight. Beyond awards or fame, it is these bonds that give depth and continuity to his journey, showing that personal fulfillment and shared connection are vital elements of a rich, meaningful life. His story emphasizes that love, partnership, and genuine human connection are as important as professional achievement. Health and longevity. Living fully. As Van Dyke approaches his centennial year, he embodies a philosophy of health, vitality, and intentional living that has guided him for decades. Daily practices such as yoga, balanced nutrition, and mindful movement support his physical well-being, while small rituals, playing music, spending time with family, and enjoying quiet reflection nourish his spirit. Rather than slowing with age, he has maintained curiosity, energy, and a playful engagement with life. Gratitude, humor, and mindfulness define his approach, reflecting a deep understanding that true fulfillment arises from sustained engagement with the world and the people in it. Van Dyke demonstrates that maintaining joy is an active, lifelong pursuit, requiring attention, intention, and resilience. His life offers a model of how physical health, mental clarity, and emotional richness can coexist, showing that aging is not a limitation but an opportunity to deepen human connection, experience, and appreciation for life's simple pleasures. Living with purpose. Van Dyke's daily routines illustrate how purpose can be embedded in even the simplest actions. He treats every day as an opportunity to move, connect, and contribute positively to the lives of others. The discipline and joy he brings to wellness practices, hobbies, and interactions demonstrate that longevity is intertwined with attitude, perspective, and care for oneself and others. By integrating creativity, laughter, and engagement into his daily life, he sustains not only his physical health, but his emotional and mental vitality. His example reinforces the idea that resilience is cultivated through consistent, mindful effort, and that living fully requires nurturing both the body and the spirit. Van Dyke's approach inspires others to embrace aging with grace, optimism, and purpose, proving that the later decades of life can be among the most fulfilling when lived intentionally. Late career and legacy. Even in the later stages of his career, Van Dyke continues to captivate audiences, demonstrating that talent and warmth are timeless qualities. Appearances on shows such as The Masked Singer and collaborations with younger artists illustrate his ability to adapt while remaining true to his unique spirit. His memoir, 100 Rules for Living to 100, distills decades of experience into guidance on laughter, perseverance, and kindness, reflecting a philosophy grounded in human connection rather than fame. Awards and accolades, including Emmys and Kennedy Center honors, are a recognition of his contributions. Yet his enduring impact is felt in the joy he has provided across generations. Van Dyke's work highlights the power of humor and empathy as vehicles for connection, showing that performance can be an instrument of hope, comfort, and shared delight, inspiring future generations. Van Dyke's influence goes beyond his own performances. It extends to aspiring artists, entertainers, and audiences who learn from his example. He demonstrates that authenticity, empathy, and dedication matter as much as technical skill in creating lasting art. By blending humor with a genuine human warmth, he provides a template for how creativity can uplift, connect, and endure. His legacy encourages younger generations to approach their work and life with joy, curiosity, and generosity. Beyond fame or accolades, he exemplifies how consistent kindness, thoughtful engagement, and a playful spirit can leave an indelible mark on culture and society. His career reminds us that shared laughter and compassion are powerful tools for building bridges across generations, proving that the impact of one individual can ripple far beyond immediate audiences. The measure of greatness. Dick Van Dyke's life exemplifies the truth that greatness is measured not by awards or recognition, but by the hearts one touches. From his early years as a shy, introspective child to an internationally recognized performer, he has demonstrated the potential of human connection through humor, empathy, and authenticity. His work shows that joy is not superficial. It carries wisdom and reflects lived experience. Kindness, patience, and openness are as critical as talent. And persistence is often what sustains a life of meaning. Through every role and personal interaction, Van Dyke has reminded audiences that laughter is profound, emotional connection is invaluable, and a life lived fully requires both personal growth and the ability to lift others. His story offers lessons in warmth, generosity, and emotional courage for all who witness it. Conclusion: a legacy of light. As he approaches a century of life, Dick Van Dyke remains a symbol of optimism, resilience, and joy. His story is a testament to the enduring power of laughter, kindness, and human connection. Through performances, personal interactions, and daily example, he continues to inspire and uplift, demonstrating that every smile shared, every laugh sparked, and every gesture of warmth contributes to a brighter world. Van Dyke's legacy is measured not in accolades, but in the lasting impact he has made on hearts across generations. His life reminds us that joy is intentional, love is sustaining, and laughter can heal. By combining talent with empathy, humor with wisdom, and perseverance with kindness, he has left the world infinitely more connected, lighter, and filled with hope, proving that a life devoted to bringing joy is a life truly well lived.